Hi, I'm Captain Pat with the Skiff Classics. I'd like to welcome you to the captain's meeting for the Mosquito Lagoon Skiff Classic as scheduled for February 5th. Launch time is at 7 o'clock, weigh-in is at 2:30, and weigh-in is being hosted by Goodrich Seafood up in Oak Hill, which all you guys know all of that. A couple of things I want to address right off the bat as far as your launch time goes. 7 a.m. is the time that you can motor away from the ramp, your boat launch. Get your boats in the water, get all your gear on, etc. Ready to go, be in your boats before 7 o'clock, in the water, ready to go. Be within 50 yards of the launch site. At 7 o'clock, go fishing, take off. If you launch in the in the hull over, that's fine, and motor on out into the Mosquito Lagoon. You may not fish in the Indian River. So it's the Mosquito Lagoon Skiff Classic. Someone had asked that, so I thought I'd better address that one. Fish launch sites are numerous. There's a map on our website. Take a look. The reason that we do that is so that if everybody goes the same ramp, everybody waits until 7 o'clock, it's mayhem, and it's not a fun time. We want you to have a good time. If you also want to fish the north end and somebody else wants to fish the south end, somebody's going to get a long boat ride. So we have launches everywhere for you. Everywhere that there's a public ramp, you can use it. If I missed it, just let me know. We'll get it put on the map for you. Shoot me a text is the best way, and we'll get it added for you. So that's a safety concern and a convenience for you as well. Be sure to come to weigh in. That way, once you sign in and come and see me, you will be scored as having fished a tournament. You have to fish 3 tournaments to get an invite to the championship, or you can fish 2 tournaments and score the required inch amount to get the invite. Now, if you don't come to weigh in, I don't know that you fished it. I can't score you. So come to weigh in. Also, that's a courtesy to all of our host sponsors statewide. They go to expense, they put on extra staff, etc. We always try to pick places where it's not particularly expensive. You can get a beer or Coke and French fries and a burger for 10 bucks. So that's what we try to aim at. So we know you get hungry, you've been out there all day. So come on in, eat, join us. Get to know us, let us get to know you, get to know your fellow anglers a little bit too. Weather is supposed to be fantastic. I know it's going to be really sunny. It's going to be in the middle to high 70s on Sunday, so that should be pretty nice. The wind right now on our long range is looking pretty good, but that's always subject to change any time of year, so be mindful of that. On ianglertournament.com. That's where all of you go to download your tournament scoring app. And that is the only acceptable way that you can get your measurements to us, okay? If you saw the previous footage that we shot, we talked about that extensively. We provide a lot of data to scientific marine research, which we all benefit from. No one knows your exact pinpoint place. We just know you're fishing within the zone, and that's all they need to know. That's all I need to know. So you don't have to worry about giving away your secret spots. That's secret, and we don't want to know. So don't worry about that part of it. But do that, and after the captain has built his personal profile, and his angler has built his personal profile, captain, you need to log in and then go and select the Mosquito Lagoon Skiff Classic and then build your team profile. It takes 5 minutes to do that. If you're sponsored by a business and you want their logo in there instead of your photograph, that's certainly acceptable. Inshore Marine is one of the sponsors, and they're putting a boat on the water. Saltmarsh Skiff's one of the sponsors. They're putting a boat on the water. So we'll use their logos, or they will use their logos to further promote their business. These are the new plaques. Last year in the kayak division, we had really large round plaques, and some of the guys complained they couldn't hang them up on their bragging wall, so We scaled them down. We think they look pretty sharp, very clean. There's another one for the biggest fish of the tournament. Whoever wins that also gets a $50, I believe, $50 gift certificate for work at Inshore Marine Products over on the East Coast. So that's pretty neat. They're one of our sponsors. As you know, it's a cash tournament. It's 80% payout. So all the entry fees that you pay in minus whatever PayPal takes, I think it's per team entry $6.10. Minus that, 80% is what the payout is on that. The other 20% goes to cover our lodging and travel and that kind of stuff. So be mindful to be safe. You cannot go from, stay 15, 25 feet away from another boat. You cannot hand anything to another boat except in the event of emergency, and then you need to notify myself that this has occurred so that someone doesn't see it and report that something's going on. If you have an incident, after you resolve it, let us know. But you cannot say, here's this bait, here's that bait. Cannot do that under any circumstance. As I said, artificial lures, soft plastics, hard plastics, etc., like that. DOA is one of my many favorites. I'm an angler too, and I know that some guys have been doing some pre-fishing over there and just been tearing it up on them. Yozuri's been banging it, Mirrorlure's been banging it. All of them have been tearing them up pretty hard right now. Is kicking on pretty good. The last few previous days has been a little chilly, but I know anglers have been out there fishing and they're catching fish. So this is the time of month. February is big redfish month and big trout month. So I wish all of you very well and hope that you catch some big fish. One other question I want to touch on. The guy said, well, we're going to score 4 fish total, 2 redfish, 2 trout. That's correct. But you may catch 8, 10, 12, 15 redfish, 30 trout. iAngler will automatically call out the smaller fish. So as the day goes on, the captain will have his scoring line on the leaderboard of fish. Your fishing angler, your boat mate, will have it on his or hers score line on the leaderboard. And then at the end of everything, it will call together the 4 top fish, not necessarily 2 reds, for 1 red and 1 trout from the captain, and then 1 of each from the boat mate. It doesn't work like that. It takes the 4 largest fish regardless of who caught them on your team. Now, when you do put your team in on the iAngler, you are allowed to put your company logo in there instead of a photograph of yourself if you so choose to. So I think that covers it all. If you have any questions, get in touch. One last thing that's very important. Mosquito Lagoon is notorious for bad cell phone connectivity, and you need that to get your scoring. There's a solution and a workaround, so if you get nice fish and you can't get them scored right away, go through the process, and then when you get within a cell range, send them again. The iAngler app will keep the photograph and all the data in your phone, and when you get into cell range, just hit send again, it'll come in. If you run into a problem, you can't get any of them in, when you come in to weigh in, come in a little early, give us a little bit of time, and let us work through it. First thing you do when you come in is sign in, put your name, the time, and then come see me and say, hey, we're here. I've got this problem. I can't get the pictures to go in because of the connectivity. At Goodrich, you'll have good connectivity, and in several other places. You guys that fish there all the time know that there are areas because of Nassau that are pretty shunted down on your signal, very weak signals there. So don't panic, don't worry about it. Just give yourself time and come in and let us work through it. Just report you have the issue. We'll get it squared away. So that's about it. I'll see you guys Sunday at weigh-in. Good luck, good fishing, be safe. Thank you.